that you had love from your parents, even if they had a strange way of showing it?
I think we show love in a different way in my family. We show love by aggression. We show love in a hard way. We're not the ones, we clap you on the back, we hug you, we hold you around. That is not the way we show love. We have a more rough environment.
You were bullied when you were young. You said, I was a small guy, I had a big nose, I had a lisp, I had speech therapy. A woman came to school and taught me how to pronounce the letter S. I thought it was humiliating. I had to prove myself. You were hungry, as you've just said. You began to steal a lot of things, bikes, sweets, cars, everything and anything, you said. One day you stole the postman's bike. Yeah. That was a great bike, a military bike, you said. You could have, I guess, like a lot of people in that world, you could have just continued down a life of crime, maybe ended up in prison or worse, dead. Do you think about that crossroads in your life, that football gave you the way out?
I think football, it rescued me because obviously where I came from, there is right side. No, you go right side or you go left side. And you choose what you want. But I think with my father, with the discipline, because every time I did something stupid and he would know about it, he would let me know. And he would let me know in his own way. So that gave me a little, I was scared about it. But at the same time, I continued to do it because I wanted to do things, I wanted to have things like the other ones had. And I didn't have things like my friends have, like the people in school had. So, and I did it in my own way because I couldn't get it from my father because I was raised up by my father. So he made me scared of doing stupid things, but still I did it because it triggered me. And then football, I always played football because my mentality, where I came from, we played football. And the mentality was, I'm the best, he's uncensored, the rest. So that was my mentality and my motto. So everything I did, I wanted to be the best. And playing football. And then one day my father said, let's go play or try in the higher level of football. And I came there and they took me in straight. So football was always my main thing, even if I did all these things around the stupid things, which I think many does, but I speak for myself.
Have you ever met any of the people that bullied you?
Yeah, many of them. I think I was more bullied by the media than people around me.
Really?
If I'm honest.
But the ones who bullied you when you were young, you've met them since you were successful?
I've seen them, but I haven't really talked to them because friends come and go. Because you have friends when you're young, but you will understand who your real friends is when money come in the picture.
What do you feel though about those bullies? Do you feel I showed you, or do you feel anything?
You know what? Everybody has a dream to become something. If we share the same dream, I don't have any hate for that person. Because if we share the same dream, we believe in the same thing, and then I make it, you don't make it, and you treat me bad when you were young, I cannot dislike you. It's the same thing now on the field. If I fight with somebody, if I don't like somebody on the field, I cannot hate that person because we share the same dream.
But is the best revenge success?
In some moments, yes. Because like I describe my anger when I do things, let's say the media attack me. They call me, they say stupid things about me. They say things, because remember, I played when you didn't have digital platforms. So I could not react like the way we can react today, because you can do whatever, you just use digital platform, you get your saying. On my time, I had to wait. I had to wait until I see next time that person, and I would say it in his face, or I would catch him and I would do something there, and there was no limits there.
Have you hit journalists?
No, but I've been close by to have that anger to hit them. But I didn't come so far because I was always like, it will come back to me.
What would annoy you the most that the media would say about you?
I mean, when it becomes personal. I had moments where they would say personal stuff about me, judge me by where I come from, the way I look, the way my style was, the way I show my love, because I didn't show my love by hugging people. I was very, very aggressive as a type when I was young, but that didn't mean I want to do you bad. I want something bad to happen to you. That was the way I was.
It was the family upbringing you had.
Was my family?
Well, the upbringing you had was that you showed love in a different way. That love was quite
Yeah, but they didn't understand me.
Yeah.
The thing is, they didn't understand me, and I was not there to explain them who I am or whatever I was. But when it came moment like, I had certain moments where they would put out a thing outside, like stupid thing. Like I would look for a girl, I'm 190 tall, you want to win whatever with me, and that's still in my head, and this happened 20 years ago. So it's not okay. You don't do those things, because I was fighting to survive. I was fighting to be successful, to make it the maximum what I could. And you had these people pushing me down or pulling me down and just being in my way. But I think also that made me stronger, because I am who I am in every situation, and I will say what I think and what I believe in. Then if you're right or wrong, listen, it takes two persons to discuss, not one.
You said that the two most important people in your life, one was your great friend and long-time agent, Mino Raiola, who died last year.
Yes.
That must have been a huge blow to you. I lost my agent several years ago, suddenly, in his 50s, same thing. And he was one of my closest friends, knew everything about me. I mean, it's a very unique relationship you have. What impact did his death have on you?
It was a big loss. It's still a big loss, and I still miss him today, and I will miss him forever, because he was not only agent for me, he was everything. My career started when I moved to Ajax, but my real career started when the first day I met him, and we did everything together. The football, outside football, I shared every moment with him. Happy moments, bad moments, and even in my private life, I would present him a girl, and I would say, "What do you think? Is for me or not?" He would say yes or no. So he was involved in everything I did, but really everything. And when that tragic moment happened to me last year, it was not the same thing. Football became different for me, and in everything I do, because everything we did was sharing moments. Obviously, I became older. He saw me grow from a baby to a man. I became who I am because of him also, and we would challenge each other all the time. He would give me so much, I would give him so much, and we would go in fights, but hard fights, and we would swear each other. We would say nasty things to each other, and then I would say, like, you don't work for me anymore, you're fired. And he would be, to fire me, you need to hire me. So he would always trigger me like that, say, and I would leave the room, and he would say, you too, and never call me. So it was hate and love. But the hate was actually love, because if you really like somebody, you're open, you're direct, and you would say anything, but would not change anything between the two persons. So I took it very hard, and my game would not be the same, because I'm doing things now on my own, not with somebody, which I would always do, because before I do something, I would call him, what do you think? So this interview would be, Mino, what do you think? And he would say, yeah, go destroy him or go make him famous. So we would discuss, this guy, he would give
Which one are you going to do here?
No, I'll make you, I don't know, you're a big shot, so I'm not worried about you. So, no, he would be positive. He likes the challenge. He was an agent that was working for the player. He was not working for clubs. He was working for the player, and he would change the player's life. That was his aim. He had some players where I would say, you don't need him. He's a waste of time. He said, no. I need to change him. I need to, let's say, save him.
What was the best advice he gave you?
He always said to me, be happy and enjoy for what you do, because he wouldn't see me always happy. He wouldn't always see me enjoy in what I do. So his motto was like, happy and enjoy, which is difficult because the person I am, I'm never satisfied because I always want more. And like I said, I needed this kind of anger on the field. And like you said before, like to bring out the best out of me, you described me before, bring out the best of me, I needed to find these things. So Mino would say, because he knows me perfect. When I didn't want to go to a club, he knew exactly how to guide me versus whatever he want, because he had a vision. He saw the future before it happened. He knew we would stay short time in, let's say, in Barcelona, but not because to make money, which would sound and make sense. We change, commission, whatever you make. No, he would say, after a short while, he say, you don't fit in here. This will last short. He would say, when I moved from Milan, they cannot pay anymore. It's like sinking. And then he would say, in Paris, we go to Paris because that project, only you can change that project. And then when we would leave, it's finished. So he had this vision before it happened, he said it. And he would say like, we need to create problems. We need to make problems. And I would say, why? Because we are at the best when we have problems. Because we need to solve it. When things are normal, it's not okay because we are not normal. We're above normal. So he would trigger me in that way. I say, okay, tell me what you want. You be the bad guy, be the nice guy. So when we would change club, he say, you go and you say some words. We open the door. Then I go and I be the soft guy. So we would play the game.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yes. But the thing is, he would be the bad cop because if he doesn't get what he wants, chairs are flying, tables are flying. And I would say like, listen, the deal, you can break the deal. I don't give a And I would say, listen, don't do that. Listen, you focus on yourself, I focus on me. You do your thing, I do my thing. So yeah, he would put the wall between us and it's your problem, not mine. Like this, we would trigger. So when it happened, it was a big loss because he was like a role model for me, father, friend, agent, example, and I learned a lot from him. So like I said, I still miss him. We all miss him. You would enjoy with him.
Yes,
100%.
I sadly never knew him.
Yeah.
I met him once, very briefly.
This interview, uncensored, you would
He was
enjoy.
a great character.
Yeah, you would
and a brilliant
enjoy.
agent. Everyone knew that. And I'm very sorry for you that you lost such a close friend. The other person you said was the most important, of course, is your partner, Helena. She was an economics graduate. She was a successful former children's television presenter, 11 years older than you. And you meet at Malmo train station outside a Bureau de Change. And her first impression wasn't great, Zlatan.
No.
You were 20. She thought you were pretty rude, pretty cocky, a bit of a yobbo. You turned around. How did you manage to convince her you weren't her worst fears?
I mean, I didn't give up because I saw this blonde girl, and I was in my Ferrari. I wanted to act cool, be cool, but she had a pretty cool car also. So, and I parked the car, and I was like, "Listen, try to be cool." And she saw me, and she was ignoring me totally, and I was like, "That was not the response I wanted to have." And I was shy. When I was young, I was shy because I wasn't feeling the guy I am today, let's say. Because when I came first time in the city, I was 18 years old. I didn't know about these blonde girls because where I came from, we had different backgrounds. So we had different type of persons, girls. So when I came in the city, suddenly I saw all these blondes. I saw, whoa, different movements, which I didn't know it exists because I was never in the center because I was always in my neighborhood. And then I saw this Helena, and I was like, beautiful girl, wow. She ignored me totally, and I was like, that's not okay. And knew a friend that knew her, and I was sending message. She was like ignoring me there also. But I didn't give up, and I think when you don't give up, you reach out. And in the end, I got a possibility. And but the funny thing is, in that message I sent her, the first message, I wrote a story tell whatever, and then I finished with the red one, so she would know who it is. And the red one was my red Ferrari.
Of course.
Because and she would answer, and she would say, with the black one, because her sport car was black. I was like, okay. And then from there, we started to talk, get to know each other, but she was 10 years older than me, 11 years older. So I was a little child for her. I was like unmature little for her. So she was this elegant, moving around good, knew what she was doing, knew what she want. And date, and I think we dated for 2 years. Then when I moved to Italy, I say, listen, it's time to come over and let's try. You never know how it will be, what will happen. And I had to say, if she wouldn't be 11 years older than me, I don't think she would hold out. Because like I said, I was very wild. I had a different way of showing my love. I had a different temperament. But she had a lot of patience. And I think because of the age, she is still there today. Because she being more mature than me and having patience, or she saw an investment in me.
Well, maybe she might want to see.
She saw the future.
She might have seen a better you down the line, right? I mean, you said she understands my character and accepts I'm a bit crazy. I was surrounded by chaos when we met. I was out of control. I'm calmer today. Maybe she realized she could calm the beast.
Could be. I mean, like I said, the age, I think, made a difference because... And then you get to know each other, obviously. I think a partner every 5 years change. I don't think you're with your wife, you have the same wife like the first day you met her. It's not the same
You
Helena.
don't actually have a wife, do you, Zlatan? You've
No,
never actually...
because I don't want to lose 50%.
You had two children.
No, I don't have wife.
You have two
I have
children.
2 boys.
Why have you never asked her to marry you? Or have you?
I have.
And what happened?
She said no.
Really?
Yes.